This is such an important thing because people always say that they're busy, that they're doing things, that they're too busy to do this, too busy to do that. From these lessons, I really shifted how I see my time and my energy and when I need to take a break. What is the purpose behind the busyness? I always known that being busy isn't the same as being focused. You need that time to reset, refresh yourself, and get back in alignment with what you're trying to accomplish. I know it's been a while, but welcome back to another episode of Silvera Sessions. If you've been here before, you know it's been a while since I dropped an episode. So today, this episode is dedicated to being real with you guys and explaining what's been going on behind the scenes of not only Silvera Sessions, but myself, DJ Silvera, and just giving you a little deep dive into everything that I want to push out and what my goals and my projections are for not only this podcast, but for my brand and everything like that. I just want to say that I didn't stop doing the podcast episodes because I lost passion for it or anything like that, or I didn't see the potential in the podcast itself. It's more so I wanted to find the purpose and the potential for this podcast. I wanted to be able to curate episodes and put out things that I'm specifically proud of and curate things that people actually want to understand and learn about. Between everything that goes on in my day-to-day life, whether it's DJing, creating events, work life, social life, staying healthy and happy, and trying to accomplish these big goals that I want to accomplish, life can just get loud, and I felt like I was moving at a fast pace, but not reflecting on everything that I'm putting out. And when I actually sat down and had that reflection period, it's kind of like I want to be intentional with everything that I put out. I want to be making the moves that help not just myself, but my audience. I want to be able to bring something into this world that can make everyone happier, feel like they're learning something, and help them grow as well. Because if I'm not here to help you grow, then it doesn't benefit me as a person, because I want to benefit other people. And overall, I didn't want the podcast to feel forced. You know, when you're just pushing out content and there's no intention behind it or real meaning behind it, I wanted it to be intentional. And in order for me to make it feel intentional, I needed to take a step back and truly reflect on exactly what my mission is with this podcast and what my overall goal is with this podcast. Because at the end of the day, I don't want this to be a short-term podcast. I want this to be something that can go on for years and teach people about not only DJing, but life in general. I wanted this podcast to be more than just talking about DJing, because I'm so much more than that, and I can offer the world more than just understanding the life hacks and the tips and tricks about DJing. I am an event curator, so I understand how to put together an event. I'm a content creator, so I understand platforms and how they work and how to model your platform to grow. I'm an entrepreneur. I own and have owned multiple businesses where I've sold products to people and have been able to make money. So understanding money and budgeting and all of those things, I understand that. So I want to be able to offer people so much more in life than just DJing tips and tricks, because not everyone's a DJ. Not everyone wants to be a DJ. And if I'm able to bring value to multiple people's lives, why not? Why can't I produce that, and why can't I offer that to people? Taking time away from the podcast and taking time away to reflect on things has taught me so many different valuable lessons in life and about myself. I always known that being busy isn't the same as being focused. This is such an important thing because people always say that they're busy, that they're doing things, that they're too busy to do this, too busy to do that. And it can be true. You can be busy in life, but the key aspect to being busy is, are you being intentional with what you're being busy with? I found that I was doing a lot. I'm doing a lot of different things, trying to grow, But am I doing all of those little things with a purpose? What is the purpose behind the busyness? What is the purpose behind doing this, doing that, doing multiple things at once? It can lead you somewhere, but taking the approach to where you're super intentional with what you're doing and in that moment of what you're doing is so important to actually grow something sustainable. Because if you're just doing so many things at once and there's no intention behind it, you're never, I shouldn't say never, it's just going to be so much harder to get to the top goal that you're trying to achieve. So I wanted to take time to reflect and see what busy is to me, see what I'm actually accomplishing with all of these things that are making me busy. And if those things aren't adding value to my goal or they don't serve a purpose to me, I kind of can just remove them and implement something that actually gives me a purpose or actually takes me one step closer to my goal that I'm trying to achieve. Another thing that people always think isn't good is taking a break. Taking a break doesn't mean that you're quitting. Taking a break doesn't mean that you've failed. Taking a break doesn't mean that you're giving up. It simply means that you need that time to reset, refresh yourself, and get back in alignment with what you're trying to accomplish. Rest is so important because it's a part of being sustainable within yourself, especially if you have multiple roles that you're carrying in life. This can be people who are moms and wives and have jobs and have to take their kids to soccer practice or basketball practice and then have to come home and do it all again the next day. That can be very extensive for someone to have to do every single day. So me in my life being a business person and carrying multiple roles where I'm the content creator, the video editor, the DJ, the event curator, the event coordinator, it started to catch up to me where I felt like I wasn't putting in my best effort, especially when it came to this podcast. I felt like I couldn't sit down, have a clear mind, and produce something that I'm proud of or that you'll be proud of. So I felt like the best step to take was to just take a little hiatus from it and reflect and truly build out and understand what I want to bring to you guys. From these lessons, I really shifted how I see my time and my energy, and when I need to take a break or when I need to push a little harder to be able to get to that goal, or where I should put my energy. Should I put my energy into this task? Is it worth it? Is the outcome going to be worth it? What's the purpose behind it? Having a purpose with everything is so important, and seeing if it actually aligns with you is so important, because you can be saying yes to everything in life, but does the thing that you're saying yes to actually serve a purpose to you? Because the moment that you say yes to something, you're saying no to something else, and saying no to your health and saying no to accomplishing something that you've been wanting to accomplish isn't beneficial towards you. So sometimes you have to know when to give yourself a break or know when to say no, and just give yourself some grace. What I'm feeling now as a creator, I'm feeling much more clear on my vision, on what I want to accomplish and what I want to build out. I'm still DJing, I'm still curating events, I'm still posting on social media. I actually did create a website too, so if you want to go check that out, link is in the description. But there's so many things that I do want to accomplish, and I'm realizing that it's going to take steps and it's going to take time, because I'm sometimes an impatient person and I just want to get to something right away and see the goal, see the end line right away. But if you don't embrace the steps that it takes to get there, you're not going to appreciate it once you get there. You're just going to be like, oh, I'm here, so now what? It's never going to be good enough. So take the time and take the steps that you're taking right now to get to the goal that you want to get to, because at the end of the day, you're going to look back and be so proud of yourself. Appreciate and celebrate the small wins. I always do that, because at the end of the day, if you don't give yourself something in return for doing something so awesome, even if it's the smallest thing, like, you kind of can lose track and lose the excitement and the motivation to keep pushing and keep bringing yourself to that end goal. This podcast is no longer about just me talking and me telling you my tips and tricks about DJing. It's about the journey behind everything, about life and reaching your goals and building momentum to get to where you want to in life, in any aspect of life. We can dive deep into all the wins, all the challenges, and really showcasing what people don't post online and what's seen online, because all the work that's put in behind the scenes is never showcased. You just see the end product, the end results. But at the end of the day, you have to keep pushing, and we're here together to learn, to grow, and to reach for the stars. For this podcast, I really want to dive deep into real conversations, not just about DJing, but also business, money, balance, growth, personal development, because I've learned so much and I have so much to offer you, and I just want to share it with someone. I want to help people. If I can help one person, I've done an amazing job, and I'm proud of that. I want to be able to teach you many topics about many things and give you tips and tricks on how to grow. If you want to grow your social media, I would love to have a conversation about that. If you want to learn how to curate your own events, how to get sponsorship deals for your brand, for your events, for yourself as a content creator, I would love to share everything that I've done to get me to that point and for me to secure deals. Definitely leave a comment down below if there are any topics that you want me to touch on, because I'm more than willing and wanting to help people in certain areas that they are really curious about. And if I don't know the answer, I'll do some research, dig it up, and help you in any way that I can. Overall, if you ever felt like taking a break and you felt like it wasn't the right decision to make and you felt unsure about coming back, let this podcast be a sign that regrouping yourself and refreshing and resetting not only your brain, but your approach on everything in life, this is your sign, because that is the exact journey that I've been on. A lot of 2025, I've been trying to determine what my end goal is and where I want to get to in life and how I'm going to get to these goals. So I just want to be able to share that with you. So make sure you follow, subscribe, share this podcast, and we're just going to be on the same journey together, and we're going to learn together, and we're going to grow together, and I'm going to help you accomplish all the goals that you want to accomplish in life. We have big dreams together, and we're going to shoot for the stars and get there. This is a nice little reset, and I'm so glad that you're here on this journey with me, and I can't wait to offer you more. So make sure you like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you on the next episode. Bye.